The Nikon Coolpix A1000 has a number of options for taking continuous shots or bursts in fractions of a second. We've touched on them in earlier videos. Today we'll take a closer look at those options. First of all, these continuous shooting modes are only available when you are in program auto, shutter priority, aperture priority, or manual modes. You can get to them either using the function button on the front of the camera. There's continuous. Or you can get to them via the menu button on the back. Continuous. You'll notice that some of them are grayed out right now, and that's because I probably have it set to save in RAW. So we'll need to change that. Yeah, RAW. We'll change that to fine. And now they're all available. You have a single shot, continuous H, continuous M, continuous L, pre-shooting cache, continuous H, 120 frames per second and 60 frames per second. And interval timer shooting. Let's start with continuous H. Notice over here on the side, you've got an indicator that you're in continuous H mode. To better illustrate how these functions work, I'm going to run a stopwatch. The manual says that in continuous 8, while you hold the shutter button all the way down, the images are captured continuously, and the camera can capture up to 10 images continually at a rate of about 10 frames per second when set to normal image quality and 4608 by 3456 image size. Now, I am set for fine image quality. So let's hold the shutter button and see what happens. Now if we hit the review button, it has packaged those 10 images, and we hit the play button and we can scroll through them. Now, as you can see, saving those relatively huge RAW files has a tremendous effect on how fast the camera can take and save photos in continuous shooting modes. Yeah. In this detail of my spreadsheet, on the left is the timer marks for each photo, and then this is the elapsed time between photos. And this one is medium, raw, plus normal compression. After the first, well, here, see, frame 1 through 5 is 0.14 seconds between each frame, and then number 6, frame 6 is 0.21, 7 through 9 is 0.53, and then 10 through 200 is an average of 1.34 seconds between each frame. But here, when you look at the actual intervals, you can see that they vary widely from 0.53 to 2.27 seconds. The next continuous shooting mode is pre-shooting cache. In this mode, when you hold down the shutter button, the camera starts to record frames every 0.07 seconds or 15 frames per second, and it will hold in its cache memory up to 10 frames. When you push the shutter button all the way down, it will save those previous 10 frames of memory. Then you can review those frames and see if you caught the moment that you were hoping to catch. Now this mode, pre-shooting cache, is fixed at 2 megapixels, 1600 by 1200, and normal JPEG compression. Next, we're going to look at continuous H120 FPS and 60 frames per second. Again, those are not available when you're shooting in RAW, and they seem to be limited to 2 megapixel in size, but you can choose between fine and normal compression. We have normal compression here, 60 frames per second, 2 megapixel, that's 1600 by 1200. That's grayed out, so we don't seem to be able to do any adjustment with that. Okay, it's taken us a while to get here, but we are finally at the end of the continuous shooting. The final one is in interval timer shooting. You can set the interval, the time between shots, as a note. Seconds are either 0 seconds or 30 seconds. Those are your two choices. And if it's 0 minutes, it has to be 30 seconds. You can't have 0 minutes and 0 seconds. And I will attach a little time-lapse video I made of us working on our roof, taking a picture every 5 minutes to kind of demonstrate that. And that's it. That's the end of interval timer shooting and continuous shooting.